Yo, what is up, gamers? We're gonna go over this TWAB. A lot of mixed opinions about it. I just want to let everybody know that, we don't want to jump to conclusions because Bungie likes to bait us. Destiny's like COD. It needs to be talked about on Twitter all week, So I think they released this TWAB to get people talking about it all week, and then they're gonna put something in the TWAB next week to kind of confirm everything they're saying in this week's. They're drip feeding the sandbox changes. Yeah. The first changes or anything in the TWAB that we've heard about upcoming changes. You know what I'm saying? We're excited with what's next on the upcoming launch of Witch Queen. Just 1 month to go before we learn more about Savathun's influence and what that means to the Guardians on our beloved Osiris. In addition, some of the nifty additions to gameplay, such as crafting and pokey glaive goodness. I want to share some of those news with our new players. We also want to keep some secrets because there are a few unique surprises on the way that we want you to experience yourself. You can also take a moment to appreciate the latest trailer of Witch Queen that showcased Savathun's throne world. Because I don't know about you, but I'm screaming in excitement, and the entire team here at Bungie can't wait to see your reactions on what's next. It's going to be a wild ride, so buckle up and metamorphical seatbelt friends. Before you dive into the latest trailer, we'll offer a small warning to players. Spoilers are coming. Up to the launch of Witch Queen will include information those that are versed to spoilers might want to just avoid. So be careful out there, Guardians. Artifact mods. Insert Orbs meme here. Artifact mods have been a huge talking point in our community. Within the next season, we're making a few changes that will bring back some popular anti-champion mods while also making some tweaks to many Masterwork armor works. Here's a random rundown from the team on what players can look forward to in Season 16. Starting in Season 16, players will no longer be limited to the number of artifact mods they can unlock. This means that players could feasibly unlock all 25 artifact mods by the end of the season. Does this mean it's no longer select 12? We don't have to select 12, we have them all. Hey boys! You gotta come see this! Bungie did something good! First sentence! Yeah! Get off the roof! Stop vacuuming the ceilings. Come on. While we have made some small adjustments to the amount of XP required to unlock artifact mods 1 through 12, in general, the pace of unlocking these first 12 artifact mods should be close to what we've seen in Season 15's artifact. For each unlock after the 12th, increased XP will be required for the next artifact mod unlock. So the choice of which order to unlock the mods still requires some decision making, and if you change your mind, you'll still need to reset your artifact mods to pick again. All that bounty prep that Clyde's been talking about for the past month, yeah, you better start stacking. When it comes to artifact mods themselves, we're bringing back a few perennial favorite anti-champion mods, including anti-barrier scout rifles and bows, and have done some work to make disrupting an overload champion, which can be done this season with auto rifles and SMGs, more reliable than the previous season. We're also highlighting the new glaive weapon archetype coming in the Witch Queen through a variety of artifact mods, including an option to make a glaive the solution to unstoppable champions. And have a few artifact mods that will enhance some of the weapon perks. To take a little bit of pressure off your vault space, I knew they were going to say something about that. We are also making some adjustments the way you Masterwork armors work. Starting with the launch of Witch Queen, you can change your energy type of your fully Masterwork piece of armor, which at a reduced cost. A fully Masterwork piece of legendary armor can be changed from another archetype at the cost of 10,000 glimmer and 1 upgrade module, while a fully Masterwork piece of exotic armor can be changed from the cost of 20,000 glimmer and 1 upgrade module. The cost of changing a piece of armor's energy type before it's fully Masterwork remains unchanged. Hey boys, remember all that stonks I told you about spider and stacking arrows and ships in your vault? Yeah, well, you can use that glimmer now to change your you know what I'm talking about, the armor, yeah? We are making the change the way Guardians create orbs of power with weapons elements. Of the new weapon crafting system, we encourage you to use many different weapons and ask you to burn hard-earned Masterwork materials on a weapon that you may only be using for a few hours, just to generate orbs. Making a change to the way Guardians create orbs of power with weapons. Elements of the new weapon crafting system will encourage you to use many different weapons. I like that. So the weapon crafting system is going to encourage us to use many different weapons and ask you to burn They don't want you to burn hard-earned masterwork materials on a weapon that you only may be using for a few hours to generate orbs. But Clyde told everybody how to get masterwork materials so they can masterwork every gun in Witch Queen. Ever since we got a gun in Destiny 1, we upgraded it all the way. And if we couldn't, we would find a way to. That seemed like a tall order. This combined with our desire to act on consistent feedback that players want to be able to generate orbs of power with exotic weapons that do not have catalysts, led us to the implementation we'll be using in Witch Queen and beyond. Orb generation on multi-weapon kills will no longer be a function of a weapon's masterwork status, will instead be provided by a suite of armor mods, which are unlocked automatically for all players, which plug into the helmet armor mod socket. Each such mod will apply the orb generation effect to all weapons you have equipped of a particular damage type. So a single mod will cover multiple weapons in your arsenal if they share the same damage type. This also applies to a weapon that changes damage types like hard light, kinetic weapon, and osmosis. We will continue to create exciting exotic catalysts over the next season. In the meantime, you'll be able to generate orbs with Cloud Strike, Thorn, Thunderlord, TWAB, and any other weapon in the game. Now, a lot of people, chat, are shitting their pants right now. They're reading this and they're freaking out. You have to understand that more is coming and they're going to explain why this is happening. Do I agree with this? Yes and no. Why I agree with this is because I think we need changes. No, it shouldn't be an armor mod. That's kind of like, I don't want to put it on a helmet. The reason why is I like running certain mods. I like running ammo finders. And some people might not think artifice armor is important. Sure it is, because if there's a helmet mod in the seasonal artifact that you want to run, you're going to have to put these mods on and you're not going to have a slot for your seasonal artifact. So you should get a helmet. Not saying it's important, but I like my ammo finder, my ashes assets. I like shit like that. You got to understand though, personally, just remember, okay? Let's go back on the time wheel. Everybody shit down Armor 2.0. They hated it. They hated Armor 2.0. Everyone was hating on it. As soon as Armor 2.0 launched, we switched. As long as these mods are 0 energy, it's all good. They should be. They should be 0 energy. This combined with our desire of act on consistent feedback that players want to be able to generate orbs of power with exotic weapons that do not yet have catalysts. What feedback? I think this is a cover-up for people that don't have catalysts for weapons yet and they're bitching about it. They're missing catalysts and they don't want to get them. I never heard anyone complain about exotics not making orbs. I don't agree with that part. But the mod changes, you know, we need something different, chat. You know, I said this, we need diversity in our builds. But for them to put a mod socket on to generate orbs is kind of tough. Because, I mean, look at it right now. Let's just use the bonk build, for example. Some people don't want to run Thermoclastic or Well of Light or Well of Might or, you know, Melee Well Maker and run all these mods because they want to run their scavengers and their ammo finders and their resist mods and their seasonal mods. I do like that Bungie's trying to make us use 10 points on each piece because, you know, those loadouts are kind of cracked. When you actually take time and you go through your helmet, your gauntlets, your chest, your boots, and your class item, and you actually put those mod sockets on, it actually makes you a lot stronger. But this is just getting in our way now. I think we have to wait. I said that on Twitter. We can't really judge this. I can comment on it now, but we really can't comment on anything until they give us at least 2 more weeks of information. It's just not enough. But they do this on purpose. They ask for the heat, guys. I've told you guys the last year, Bungie does this on purpose. They do this stuff, they tease us, and they don't finish the sentence, and then people bitch about it all week. You want to know what happens? Publicity on the internet. People are talking about Bungie. People are talking about Destiny. That's a dub. It's a dub for the company. People are tweeting about it. People are getting it trending. Or this could go another way. They attacked the Warmind cells. Now they're attacking the Charge with Light. Me personally, though, I've said this from the get-go. Before you put something in the game that's broken, do not nerf something because you didn't test it. Number 2. What Bungie's saying right now is very important of the changes that they're making, and they're going to announce some other orb changes and weapon changes here in the next week or 2, obviously. Whatever they're saying in these TWABs, don't be spineless and don't revert the changes. Everything that they said in this TWAB and the next coming TWAB and the next coming TWAB and leading up to Witch Queen, don't fucking change shit because people are whining. You need to launch the game like you want to launch the game. But this up here, okay, let's go back up here. This is huge. This is huge. Starting in season 16, players will no longer be limited to the number of artifact mods they can unlock. This means the player could feasibly unlock all 25 artifact mods by the end of the season. While we've made some small adjustments on the amounts of XP required to unlock the artifact mods 1 through 12, in general, the pace of unlocking these first 12 artifact mods should be close to what we've seen in season 15's artifact. So that's around season pass level 51. I think you unlock all 12. For each unlock after the 12th, increased XP will be required for the next artifact mod to unlock. So choice of which, in order to unlock mods, still requires some decision making. And if you change your mind, you can reset your artifact just like I do. 30th anniversary content. Will they or won't they? This has been a major question surrounding the 30th anniversary event. We have game shows, we have a weird sarcastic horse made of stardust and puns, and we have a dungeon that will make you laugh and scream at the same time. Because so many have been loving the new activities, a common concern is the Dares of Eternity and other eventful goodies will be disappearing as we say goodbye to season 15. Fret not. Young Horse Whisperer, because 30th anniversary content, both free and paid, will not be placed in the Destiny content vault. The launch of Witch Queen, we have another update that later this year, but expect to enjoy the GsxrClyde adventures through 2022. I'm glad that they went over that. This should have been said right in the beginning though when they launched it, but it's okay. Prime Gaming loot, get your juice. Exotic emotes, exotic ghost shell, exotic sparrow, and legendary ship. They got into the juicy stuff right here. Like this whole section was just juice, but then they just totally cut it off right here. They just didn't want to talk about it anymore. And this is kind of like, this is why people are like yapping right now, because they're like, yo, you know, typical Bungie, just, you know, nerfing stuff or changing stuff and not telling us what's going on. It's just drip feed, but this is cool. I like how they're changing the artifacts, and this champion mods, you know, this is interesting. You know, including anti-barrier scouts and bows. Anti-barrier scouts and bows, I'm all for that, so I'm all about it. You guys know me, I'm a Night Watch gamer. If you guys don't have Night Watch, just go do go to your quest, your lost quest archive in the tower or the helm, and pick up the new light quest. Step 3 or step 5 gives you the changes right here on the changing your masterwork armor to a different affinity is good. So you can change it from void to arc to solar to stasis. 20,000 glimmer in one upgrade module if it's fully masterworked, exotic, and then if it's a legendary, it's 10,000. They're also changing a way guardians create orbs of power with weapons. Elements of new weapon crafting system will encourage you to use many different weapons. You to burn hard-earned masterwork materials on a weapon that you may only only be using for a few hours. So they're saying that their new weapon crafting system is going to encourage you to use the weapon, probably to unlock other perks for crafting. But I'm not going to masterwork a weapon that I'm not going to keep, so I don't ever like waste my materials on a gun that I know I'm not keeping. This part, everything leading up to this is really good, but this last paragraph needs to be explained more, and I hope they do that more. 100% these changes are nerfing charge with light. 100%. Maybe we just have to use less charge with light mods. Just put on taken charge or shield break charge with your protective light and call it a day. That's what I do anyway. But again, I just wanted to go over it and tell you guys how I thought. Just don't judge. Everything leading up to this paragraph was pretty much set in stone. I think it's really good changes. I'm actually surprised by some of those changes. I just don't like the XP mention here, because when players read this, they just go, oh my god, we need a shitload of XP to unlock the artifact mods now. Bounty prep, fucking AFK in the thrallway. Hey Bungie, if you just cap that, if you just cap our artifact mods, I mean not our artifact mods, our artifact power to like +10 or +15, that'd be really great too. What about the community bitching about that? You said you're listening to feedback. How about that one? Other than that though, I think we just wait. I think we honestly just wait. We wait until they comment more, but overall good TWAB. But this definitely needs to go into more consideration of explaining why. They just need to explain why they're doing it.